Everybody goes across the continent, so we decided to go the other way, from north to south.
Dombrovski is a biathlete. The biathlon is a Winter Olympic sport that involves cross-country skiing and rifle shooting. This is what biathletes do when there's no snow on the ground. Dombrovski explains what he would like to accomplish during his roller ski trip across two of the largest countries in the world.
The fundraising for kids, all the equipment, like I mentioned, will go to the young, talented athletes. Maybe find out the new solutions, tactics for the upcoming seasons. Being alone, figuring out things, where the problems are.
Dombrovski will have a lot of time to be alone. He and driver Martin Grants won't arrive in Mexico until mid-November. At that time, Dombrovski will rejoin the U.S. Olympic team.
Magic carpet ride.
Did you say roller skating?
Roller skiing.
Oh, roller skiing, yeah. Yeah, that's those skis with little rollers in the bottom. Yeah. That's never been done before?
Nope.
No.
Let us play.
Today is a big day.
You came from Latvia about 10 years ago. What was it like getting out of that country?
Freedom. It's doing what you want to do, maybe. Now it's in the Baltic states. There's a lot of unrest and a lot of things are getting accomplished.
Are you still concerned about the issues in your native country?
Yeah, very. I think it would be wrong for me not to. If somebody can choose to worry about blue whales killed, I think somebody can talk about one nation being destroyed.
How many kilometers a day do you think?
60 kilometers a day?
That's the minimum.
So you're from Italy?
No, I was born in South of Finland. Now it's Soviet Union. But it looks like soon we'll be again independent.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You think so?
If the events go the way they're going, yes. There are big demonstrations. And now we are asking for some more independence. One is to get our country in the Olympics. And in last Olympics, we got 5 medals. But the world doesn't know that, you know.
That you're on the Russian team.
We all, yeah, it's all goes to the Russians. Ready? Yeah, dog is inside. Butzi! 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 Good luck, huh? All right, thanks. Shit, let's start this.
Right.
4,002 BAJA, whatever that is.
There we were. Me, Flory, the 2 guys on the rollers, and the dog, and Martin drove the van. And then we just said, okay, let's just do it and see what will happen to us.
Hey, this is not a joke. This is hard work. My Butzi comes with us now. We're gonna go slow now.
Yeah, he took the dog. So that was one thing that I had to learn, that there's always something extra with Raymond. In the beginning, I was maybe not excited, but in the end, it was good that he was with us because it was a nice dog.
My girlfriend said, if you go, you take the dog with you. But it was okay. He was my buddy. I was talking to him. He always agreed. He could run. If not, he can lie down in the van.
Ready? I'll go down if you give me your roller skis. Hey, don't film this. You're crazy. You're gonna wipe out. My rollers don't go straight. That's the...
When we made to this descent, this hill, this was the key factor whether this trip will be even completed as a roller ski trip. really wanted to do it. I was obsessed with the idea, and when we got there, I wasn't sure if we will be able to do it. We just needed to try at least. Somehow looking stupid, snow plowing, braking advance, because we were really scared and we didn't know if this equipment is appropriate for those kind of descents, but we made it.
Nobody wiped out? Hey, what is that village over there? How do you get there now? Ferry.
I clearly knew that I would, at a certain point, leave the trip to go home. Therefore, Raymond was more like... He was more sticking with this idea to do this, to finish this. So I was there as a guest, and that was fine.
So is that what you have there? Is that a one-day's catch?
Yeah, this is one day.
You go out 3 times a day?
Yeah, try one here.
Do you live all alone here?
No, I get my wife. Out picking berries sometimes.
It was very different after the first day.
Ja, budizgājat vakarī.
We were very tired, but we made a river. It was a sunset, and there was a village, and there was little native kids, and there was fish. Strange, but it gave us the psychological yes.
You speak your own language.
Rabbit.
Oh, rabbit.
Kel.
Kel.
Gleke.
Klekke.
Ke.
What's your name?
David.
And your name?
Brenda.
Brenda.
That's Dennis and Brenda.
Is that your father there making the fish?
No, it's my father.
That's your
My
friend.
father and mother.
Do you like
We bought some fish today.
We bought some of your fish.
Very good.
It's real good. Do you like it?
Then I didn't know, of course, and the old man never told me, but they were really discriminated and persecuted. The children from the natives were taken away, and they were sent to boarding school, and they were not even allowed to speak the language. Latvia was, for example, part of the Soviet Union, and we had a lot of problems, but the Russians somehow made a mistake. They allowed us to have our own schools in our language. Of course, the Russian was mandatory, but we had the language, and they could easily say no. But for those native people in Yukon territories especially, for sure, that was the story.
Right down the other end, nice beach, lots of wood, fire outside. You want to come in for a while?
Oh, you make your own donuts.
Help us out.
No recipe in the
Do you speak your own language too?
Yeah.
Me and her. Nothing. Our language is lost. Lost. Kids say that. Before school, everybody taught our language. Now, where the kids go to school, they lost their language now. And they're teaching it in class, but they can't learn.
That's different, yeah.
15 minutes a day. That's not worth it.
It took me about 2 years to learn English.
Mm-hmm.
And every day. I'm from a very small nation too. It's in Europe, but it's very small.
Yeah, it's another thing.
And we have our own language too, and we also have problems sometimes to preserve it.
Ох ты, дочка, не забудь, что она сказала. Ох ты, дочка, не забудь, что она сказала. Что она сказала. Что она сказала.
I was born in Soviet Socialist Republic of Latvia. I was very sick. I didn't even go to first grade because I was spending mostly time in the hospitals. The doctors said most likely that I will not survive. And definitely I was not allowed to participate in any physical activities. And then one day in school came a coach that was trying to find young people who would join a sports school for biathlon, and nobody joined. Half a year later, I decided that, well, if nothing else, I can do biathlon. So when I found him, he was back on a national team and wasn't even coaching. I went to a place, and there were about 12 men, and that was a national team, Latvian national team of biathlon. Of course, I don't know anything about skiing. I don't know even how to shoot. He somehow realized that that was special, crazy, and he said, well, if you came, then well, you can train with us. Well, it was a total nightmare because I couldn't do any of those exercises that the guys could perform. But they were the best guys in the country. So in about 3 or 4 months, I was on the same level as them. I started to have problems with KGB, and then I went to the United States in 1979. I was 17 years old. And the first 2 years I lived in New York City, and there's no snow. So I picked up the bicycle and rode a bike up to upstate New York. I had no money for bus.
We immigrant Latvians, we were living there, we had our Latvian community, and Raimonds kind of came in from the outside, and he was really a novelty. He wore very tight shorts, which in those days were not fashion. Yeah, and of course all the girls liked him. The rest of us guys were jealous of Raimonds because, you know, he was very unique.
Then 2 years of not seeing snow, I decided to start training biathlon. And the only coach I had was me. I drew a training plan, remembered what we did that year, that only year, as a matter of fact.
I found out where the United States Biathlon Association was located. I spoke to them and I said, well, I have this friend from the Soviet Union, and they actually invited us to come and visit. And Raimonds started training with them, and he progressed very quickly.
He showed up at a race, and we're like, who is this crazy Latvian?
He was one of the young ones coming up that we older ones had to watch, you know, because he was doing really well.
Very talented, technically one of the best skiers out there. And his shooting in biathlon, especially the distance races, was great. He always shot 90%, 95%.
It was 1984 coming up, and I decided that I will try for Sarajevo Olympics. I didn't make that team. I choked, as bad as you can choke. I went and I don't know, skied a kilometer out there, and I just cried. And then a guy skis up to me. He said, well, how about if I offer you a scholarship in University of Anchorage, and you will be a member of a ski team. Next day, I was in a van traveling with Alaska ski team. I went to the first World Championship. And then when I returned, I won everything there was to win. And we started to dream about medals, I mean, world medals.
How was that one?
Hey, good one, good one.
Oh, a big uphill coming up.
If somebody knows Dempster and you tell the guy that we did it, he would say it's BS. The road is very long and there are always rain clouds on it. And once that road gets wet, it's impossible. It's very serious. It's maybe a miracle. But we had perfect weather.
What happened? There's a vehicle on the fire or something. How long have you been waiting here?
Just a couple of hours.
Just a couple. How long do you plan?
Probably a couple of days.
Wait.
3 days, I guess.
Oh, here they come. I hitchhiked once too with the boat, with the kayak.
If you see something like that, people hitchhiking with a canoe, and I was hitchhiking with a kayak in '86, I got picked up quicker than probably if I would be standing with a backpack. Then I realized that, gee, I'm not the only guy that's totally crazy. They made me think that, so, yes, so go, do it.
All right, guys.
Yeah, and then we did.
So, have a good time, huh?
Yeah, you too.
You spin your top. Boys move up with a right left two and turn that girl. You square through and go 3/4 round a sing. Swing that lady, promenade her. I don't care if I'm selfish when it comes to loving you. Loving you. Well, I hit two couples square through in the middle and got 'em 4. Get around that corner door, side door. Swing through and then spin your top. Boys move up with a right and left through.
So I know Raymond for a little while.
Square through.
He offered me to come with him, and I said okay, because it sounded pretty interesting. We didn't always agree in our methods of training. Sometimes he goes pretty hard. He's doing a good job.
How long do you plan on skiing with him?
I have time until the 15th of September. Not filming again.
Walk around your corner, boys. Enjoy your own. All that salad man gonna weed it, you know well.
You do the same sort of things you would on skis then, to slow up, speed up?
Yeah, there's almost no difference in the technique. And
You're on the team of shooting to make the Olympic team.
well, Olympics already were in Calgary.
Oh, right.
But another 4 years maybe.
Okay.
Raymond's very focused. He was always one of the more focused athletes. He had high goals, wanting to do well in the World Cup.
We were becoming faster and faster, but we were not as fast as the Russians or Germans or Norwegians at that time, so we needed to figure out some sort of solution to beat them. The biathletes with the rifle, they do ski differently, because rifle is an obstacle. So we, with NASA people, developed a rifle that was made out of fiberglass. And on top of that, I designed a rifle that was being carried upside down. And that totally shifts the center of mass of your skiing. So I spent 2 years developing totally new reflex systems of human mind to pick up the subconscious movement and hitting the targets. There was a Congress, and they were voting what to do with this phenomena. And they just scratched it. Their goal was never to have medals. I don't think they really cared what place anybody came. That was a big blow. But then came '88, and I barely made the team. I had one race to go, and I was, I think, 8th. And I was losing all hopes. And then I said, but there's got to be the way. You can't let it go. And then I took the results and calculated them in seconds. The one guy was 3 seconds ahead of me. And up to second place, I think it was like 20 seconds. 20 seconds away from Olympics. All I have to do, I'm skiing fast, please shoot slow and just hit the freaking targets. When I woke up, it was extremely windy day. Everybody missed everything. The bullets were just flying all over the place, and I was second. But I totally exhausted myself, and I burst appendicitis. I was starting to feel really strange, and I passed out on the street. And basically I was dying. The whole stomach was rotten. For 1 month, I had the poison in my stomach. The only way you can survive that is that if you have a very, very strong body, and luckily I was that kind of athlete. They cut half of my stomach out, and then it turned out that my Olympics were over.
Who are you? Hey.
What's your name?
Anthony Lutz.
Nice to meet you.
Baddest man in town. No.
Baddest
Hey.
man. Hey,
Just,
is that right?
Come here.
No. Where do I go? We gotta go.
Just sort of helping him out, or like are you sort of?
He's important too in the trip. If you're two people, you can draft each other. So which means you take turns leading, and if there's a headwind strong, then the other person is resting. So it's good to have another person. Hey, how's the fishing?
We're going to sell this fish.
Where are you gonna sell it?
Hotel.
How much is a fish?
Don't know.
What are you doing? $1? Okay, get about 2 more. We'll buy it. Let's get working, man. No more play now. This is it, business.
We were cooking every day, and when we were almost finished, Raymond threw out the pot and Putzi was eating the rest. I said, hey, what is this? What is this shit? And he explained to me, like as he does, you know, that the saliva of the dog is a disinfection for the pot, and it's cleaner as if he had washed it. And this happened then every day. Of course, the pot was still washed afterwards.
You're beautiful. Say some nice words to the camera.
Okay, nice word. Thanks, buddy. It was a nice trip.
Anybody else want to get a vehicle on tonight's ferry beyond Needs?
We're walking.
Yeah, no problem.
There might have been a point where I said, I'm sick of it. I don't want to do it anymore, yeah. But then when I left the trip, I had a little feeling of regret. Now the paved road is there, and it would have been nice to have another week or so. The major difference between Florian being on the trip or not being was that we had a more bed space. That was the first thing that comes to my mind, that when Florian left, I got a better bed. I realized that I'll be doing it by myself. I really have nothing to talk to. And spending time with somebody like Florian was very meaningful.
Hey, I was thinking about you a couple of days ago. Are you trying to raise money for the team? For kids. All right.
Tony Bishop was my teammate, and Tony Bishop was also kind of freak and radical. We were the only ones in Alaska that decided that we were gonna skate, skating technique. When we came to a race, and we didn't wax the skis for classical, and the coach came up to us and said, "Are you guys kidding?" I said, "No, we haven't trained for a month, classical. We've been only skating." He said, "If you don't place, I'll kick you off the team, and you can go back to where you crawled out of." And we risked. And guess what? We placed second and third. We were the two rebels. And then I meet this guy on Alaska Highway.
You've already done 1,000 or what?
Yeah.
So you've done it over all that shit roads and stuff, so you've had to walk 100 miles, I'm sure.
No,
with
no,
those
no,
on
no,
your
no.
feet.
No,
Gravel.
right here, I'll show you. Johnny, check this out.
Holy shit!
And this stuff is wicked.
Oh, yeah.
They go fast, too. They go real fast.
How fast have you gotten going on these now?
On good pair?
Yeah.
60.
60?
Almost 60.
You got going 60? No shit on those right there? Which ones?
These, starts.
God. I've got going 44 on the blades.
When Raymond was in the hospital, and the whole team went in to see him, and I think he looked up and said, yeah, you're all here as my friend, but you're all thinking the same thing. Now I get to race in his spot.
Knowing that I didn't compete, I was basically in good mood during the Olympics. Ronald Reagan was a tall man. He was a tall man. I expected, you know, little guy come and shake our hands, and then he came. I helped my teammates. Butsi was here. There was these Latvian guys, the bobsled big guys. Yeah, we were having a lot of fun.
Mums bija treniņu braucieni pirms sacensībām, un satiku puisi Amerikas formā. Latviešu valodā amerikāņu sportists man uzrunāja. Protams, sekoja viss stāsts, ka viņš nestartēs, diemžēl. Varbūt es īpaši to nemanīju no viņa izturēšanās, bet pats būdams sportists, es tam izdzīvoju cauri. Tas gan ir baigi.
The second wave of feeling bad about not being a competitor came later. Needed some sort of, I guess, time out to sort my life. That spring, I also was in Germany, and I went to a trade show. And their guy had roller skis with big wheels. That's it. I knew the route. I knew the time I want to do it, and started to prepare for this trip.
Tu uzfilmēji Buci?
Jā.
Viņš ir sapams. Nu, man liekas, ka iet nost tas pampums. Viņš ir te parāda purniņu. Parāda. Jori, kad te sapams apsties. Uz sportkupājums iekot Bucim. Ir cīņa bija. Acis arī, tikko acis paliek labāk. Jā. Buci smaidi. Smaidi, Buci.
Buci!
It is simply the sun that shines. It is simply the moon that smiles. It is simply the sky above. It is simply you I love. It is simply the sun that shines. Simply the moon which smiles. It is simply the sky above. It is simply you I love. Love will turn on me. Love will turn on you. Love will turn on everything. It is simply you.
Ko satries, dasies? Tu redz, Mārtiņ? Es brīvu literatūru. Jā, tas smuk meiteni. Ļoti smuki. Te vēl ir visāds. Šis izdots Anglijā. Es lasīju, tur bija tāds kāja ceļš gāja uz leju. Bija ļoti viegli lasīt.
The guy in '88, he's a great guy. He looks funny. He has a mustache. He was like a loner. His real meaning of life was his, and nobody really understood who he is, where he comes from, and even worse, where is he going to? But he constantly survives, and he meets incredible people, and they sense this importance or belief, and they go with it.
Well, what did your girlfriend think about you being away on this long trip across the continent, pretty much?
I would do this or I would be in Europe.
Oh.
And for a change, I needed something else. In the United States or in Canada, right now we don't have just facilities even to do the training. And this is why you see right now in the Olympics, the Eastern countries doing so well, because they spend time in development. And in endurance sports, it takes about 5-7 years before you start seeing some kind of results. Unfortunately, in North America, we start talking about medals 2 months or 2 weeks before Olympics, who's going to win. it is way too late.
Some of the other countries where the government sponsors their athletes, they have a distinct advantage over your United States.
I think so. In these technical sports and also in endurance sports, they are ahead.
So are you actually losing money out of your own pocket doing this, or are people paying your expenses?
I haven't looked closely at my expense report, but I think I'm even. I don't think I'm losing, and I would be losing anyway if I would go to Europe and train on my own. We still, well, not in that phase where everything is taken care of by our association or Olympic Committee. So athletes themselves still pay a big chunk.
Do you expect to start raising some money for the American athletes? Have you set a target or a goal for yourself?
For me, it's just a challenge to sell one T-shirt a day. That's maybe a goal. If I can do that, then I think I can talk about for some young kid to send to training camp. It's a plane ticket.
We had no money. My friend, he was an older man. I asked him, how can I find a sponsor for the money? He said, that's difficult, man. And why do you need the money? I simply said, well, I need money. I need money for gas. I need money for food. Well, he said, you really don't need money. You need gas, you need food, you need whatever it was. Everybody will give you the product. Nobody will give you the money. That's it. I drew a list what I need. I wrote letters to whatever. The products were pouring in tons. We had so much V8 juice and Campbell soups that this van would probably just collapse under the weight. Goggle companies sent me 150 glasses, and he even told me, just make money, just sell them. Of course, they cost maybe $100. We were just selling them for, $20. And that's how I learned how things work. That's how you can get to money.
I'm very interested in this stuff. Maybe one day I want to buy that. I like that.
I take it back to Finland.
So how did you make? You molded this. This is one piece.
This is for two people.
Incredible.
It's 4 feet there.
Totally can do whatever you want.
Do you think it could happen sometimes?
It's now. It's very good because we have our own flag now. We have our own anthem.
Yeah.
National anthem. And they ask for more independence, more and more and more through the demonstrations every day. Big demonstrations. So maybe very quickly, maybe not.
The political science people were predicting the collapse of the Soviet Union. My writing on the van was maybe like a praying for it. And somebody like me, who always dreamt about competing in Olympics, I could compete under Latvian flag, and that would be the thing. That would be the thing. That would be the meaning of life.
Uz Olimpiskajām spēlēm sagatavojam tās komandas, nokrāsojam jau Latviju red, balts. Viņas varbūt tā uzmetot acis uzreiz nevarētu pateikt, bet virāžā tipiski karoks. Tas bija liela uzdrošināšanās. Laikam, ķipur izcīnīties olimpiskais zelts, mums kaut kādas tur... Tā mums tās sekas nebija tik lielas, varbūt, jā.
That fucking bulk up these uz riepas atkal.
Tas apmīs ko?
Tas suņi, vai attīm, viss riepas apmīs. Put, kas iekodu ļauņiem mīstot mūsu riepā?
Pavement decides the speed. The day was good, and then all of a sudden, bad pavement started.
Ir vakars, esam tirsā. Viņš teica, ka tas ir viss 100 fucking jūdzes šitāds ceļš. Oh, man.
You wake up like a hungry tiger with a shopping bag in your hand. Surprise, surprise, revenge was the night, and all your money turned into sand. You'll run till you stop in a gateway with your loving heart beating alone. Nurses of mercy won't cover this issue. Jesus is calling and you pick up the phone. Hey, slow down, those are passions running like burns over our heads. And the question...
1 or 2 days we had rain, snow conditions. I ran, and one day I needed to run a very long distance, and my knees hurt, I remember. I didn't like it.
And the question is, who drives us? Gravitation deceives, 17 thieves, lawyer cheats his aim. Couple goes round, that makes sound, leader will win the game. Rope dancer succeeds, prime minister leads, doesn't need a new name. Two lovers kiss, all that is best, never found bliss, but I fly away.
Ko es izdomāju tas, ka es uzzināšu, kāds ir tas schedules tiem tryoutiem, priekš cross country tiem. Es braukšu uz tiem varbūt. Es domāju, ka es noteikti varētu viņiem radīt problēmas. Ja mums biatlona arī ir tajā pašā laikā kādreiz. Ja es tiktu abās komandās, tas būtu interesanti. Tas ir vērts izmēģināt tagad. Baigi labā forma.
Ciemiņš!
Nu, redz, mēs slēpojam arī.
Jā.
Tev mums nav. Kāds? Puts uz ācis vai? Montānāt. Latviešu satiekās. Ēd sarpums.
In Montana lived 2 or 3 Latvians, at the most. His name was Krish. He knew through Latvian press. Somehow we managed to call each other. He bought the tires for the van. He looked at the van and said, hey, this man needs new tires. So that was fixed.
Tas droši vien ļoti skaists ceļš.
We skied in tights. Also, we had a mustache. That was still this stupid thing that Eastern Bloc Europeans, they had always mustache. And those tights in those days were red and kind of flashy. I think some rednecks might have had some thoughts about that. I had guys that tried to run me off the road, then they threw some beer cans at me, and I took off the roller ski. It's like a baseball bat. It's bad. You know, you hit somebody with a roller ski, he will be in pain for sure.
I like your cars.
Oh.
They both run?
Oh,
Does that one run still?
Yeah.
What year is it?
51. So it's been nickel and diamond. Maybe.
Yeah.
It'll be worth it when it's done.
I used to drink Coca-Cola. I needed McDonald's. I sipped whiskey on lonely Saturday nights. But now I'm gonna be a Christian, Christian, Christian if you want me to. I'm gonna be a Christian, Christian, Christian if you want me to. Well, if you want me to. I used to go to different gurus. Laughed at Jesus Christ. And when you came to me that day, I thought that all you said were lies. But now I'm gonna be a Christian, Christian, Christian.
Kaut kas labs?
Labs, jā. Es viņam biju dzīvi, viņi kādam izlic no...
Jā, pareizi.
No spaiņa. Forel, nē.
Jā, vēl smaržos vajag, ne?
Zivs. Uzstēdi. Yep.
It was just all of a, pleasant surprise. Here's Raymond from my biathlon past, coming through town on roller skis.
That's what the ski community does. There's just like these small groups of people, because there's not a ton of people here in the States that are, just big Nordic dorks, as we call them. But you can all unite over this one desire for, or love for this sport, rather. I think it just makes the world seem smaller. You thought about turning back at all?
Oh yeah, I was burning out psychologically a couple of times.
Yeah.
My thinking about what's hard or what's difficult has changed. I remember I used to go out for training and I'd do a mountain pass, and I thought it was a very hard training. It was because I went too hard. Sometimes I ski 40 miles and then go off the mountain pass in the evening, and then we camp from the top because it's a nice view there.
Yeah.
Normal day.
What made you decide on the biathlon?
I don't know, it was something different, I guess.
Yeah.
It's exciting.
The biathlon community in the U.S. is so small. You know everybody. I was just barely starting in biathlon at that point in time. We knew he was coming through, so we met him and we roller skied through this canyon for a while. The traffic was crazy. You're dealing with a lot of people that have never seen roller skiers before on the road.
You should try these, I think.
Okay.
It will make a difference, maybe. Let's see these. How big are those for you? These are the poles.
Oh, those are great.
The great thing about Raymond was that he was always very generous with whatever he had. He was living in Salt Lake and he would travel up and just do shooting training with me because it was very difficult to find that kind of support anywhere.
Congratulations. 3,000, huh?
This is 3,000 miles. This is Salt River Pass in Wyoming. Altitude 7,600 feet. And we're doing almost 60 miles a day already.
Is this what you expected the trip to be like?
This is great. Sunshine, good pavement.
How many wheels did you go through?
Wheels. This is about what? Third set. Third set right now. So this is what's gonna be. This is what's gonna be today. Yeah. Where's the best place to take crap?
Around the rock, behind the rock.
Oh, that way looks pretty nice here.
I decided to do the trip, so obviously I was so stupid that I didn't calculate the average. But then when I started, I realized that I had to make minimum, 80 kilometers or 50 miles. You really never skied that distance a day in regular training.
This was too far out of a training idea in Europe. There was really organized plan of training. Since the American team was much more individual and they're much more individually thinking about improving this detail and that detail, that fitted completely to that American way of doing biathlon. We in Europe said, leave those crazy guys. They don't even know what they're doing.
Okay, lampiņu virsū. Okay, show begins. Aiziet.
Time in nightmares with my friends. I share my bed with at least more 5 men, and I don't quite understand what you found in me. But if you say that we should try, okay, maybe something will happen. But are you sure you are not the one who will dance watching Grease? Will you set me free from the skin? Cause I just don't know how to get in the mood of being in love with you. Will you set me free from the skin? Cause I just don't know how to get in the mood of being in love with you. Well, police is after me. I don't know why, please do trust me. She's coming to take me away from all this.
Tur ir mašīna, kāds iebrauca. Pat nāc te apsist, kas te nerauzi. Šitā ir dzīve.
Darīt ko?
Skatīties uz dabu. Piesiet sviķus pie kokiem, nolaid lejā un tad rāpties lejā un rāpties augšā. Visu dienu augšā lejā. Tā ir dzīve. Pareizais veikals.
Drive up galvenais.
Pēdējais štats vecais.
So where are you from?
I was born in Latvia. Do you know where that is?
Big farm?
Do you know where Latvia is?
No.
It's south of Finland.
Oh, Latvia?
Latvia, yeah.
Okay.
We're now in Arizona.
You're in Arizona.
We're about 505 more miles to go.
375.
Is that right? I like that.
You like that? Okay.
No, the Coke is more expensive than this.
Well, crack's even more expensive than Coke.
What's that?
What's more expensive? Crack?
Yeah.
Isn't that why you said the Coke was expensive? Something?
No, Coca-Cola, I mean.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. No, I know, but I'm not talking about liquids.
See, we don't.
Vai no šitē. Vai šitē būs? Sēdi smuki. Parā kā tu sēdi. Sēdi smuki. Runā. Rekā runā. Jā. Būtu šeit iedzer augu. Hei! Hop! Jā! Sēdi smuki. Oh, shit, zvaigzni ir kopā. Laikam padomju cements. Team planning, man, tagad saka. Cik ilgi tev paies? O, redzēsim, vai es varu dabūt permitu, vai ne? Ja es varu dabūt permitu, tad es palikšu pa nakti šitie vienā vietā. Ja nē, tad to mēs visu darām vienā dienā. Tas nozīmē ļoti vēl vakarā es iznākšu ārā. Well, today is a big day. We are going right there. It's Grand Canyon is that way. It's about 15 miles from here, and then we will run down, run on the flats, and then we run up, which is 26 miles. So total will be 41 miles today. So I think it's good workout. Wind is right, wind is from the back, so.
Okay.
The time I got to the Grand Canyon, I think it was 2 months roller skiing, and then all of a sudden I decided I had to run 42 kilometers, 26 miles. Yeah, and I had the blisters. The next day, I just had no guts to get my feet in the ski boots.
Once upon a time is a good start. The stories, they're never the same. Mine would be fine if I could only turn back time. Is there light inside of me? Was it right to fight for dreams? With closed eyes, it's so easy to lose your track. Should I go back?
November 10th.
10th.
It's 90 degrees outside. Right there is Mexico.
How many miles?
It's about 70 miles.
To the border.
To the border. About 1 day from now.
What does Butsi have to say about this?
Butsi Runa.
Runa Butsi.
Yeah. Well, goodbye.
Goodbye.
What about if he's not following me? That's what we were actually asking. I mean, I can hear the cars, not just gonna...
If he's not following you, you're probably gonna get hit by somebody. I mean, there's a lot of crazy people in the state of Arizona.
We've noticed that.
Where are you from?
I'm living in Seattle now.
Where did you come from? All you've been doing is
Arctic,
crazy.
from Arctic.
Bullshit, from Alaska?
In Canada, Canadian Arctic. Right by Alaska, right next to me. We're almost done. We're planning to do it today. We're gonna finish it today. Go right to Mexico in the dark.
Well, if you're going to Mexico, partner, you think the roads are bad here. You're in for a rude awakening down there.
No, we might just stop.
The roads are thinner than my clipboard. Why are you doing this?
You're training, fundraiser for kids. Yeah, you want to buy merchandise, T-shirts? We have T-shirts.
I haven't got my allowance yet.
Yeah. Your wife has it all?
Yeah, my wife controls the money. She gives $1. That's a lot of skis.
No, they're pretty good. About 2 sets so far.
Really?
Yeah, this is about third. Yeah, third.
Tires on or just change the whole ski?
No, just the wheels. But they're really good. It's a synthetic, some kind of. I mean, it's undestroyable. It's like the black rubber, you know. It's not as strong. It's expensive. All right, we're not gonna speed anyway.
Good luck.
All right. Kāda man sēma? Ir sāls. Uz ūseni. Shit. Visi vāk.
We probably could go forever, but strange thing happened the last day. I wanted to quit every 15 minutes. I said, this is nonsense. I mean, I have done it. I mean, why do I have to do it now? Why do I have to spend these 2-3 hours in this very hot weather? This sun is just killing me. It's over. I mean, I did it. Come on. What's going to make a difference? These 20 kilometers. I mean, I did 6,500. But anyway, somehow, I was very depressed and weak, and the whole day I was suffering.
The blue car? Oh, the red one. All right. Okay. This is our car. See? I'm gonna be here, and I'm gonna watch for you before your dad comes.
How long did it take you?
3 months. 90 days.
90 days.
45 miles a day about average. Would you like to see a T-shirt? We're selling T-shirts. See, white is the Arctic, the Blue Mountains, Yukon, Alaska Highway, fall. The desert is really hot. So this is 20 bucks. And like I said, you can get cheaper this stuff.
I felt good. I definitely had realized that I'll make it. I wanted to see Mexico. I dreamt about going on the beach and just relaxing and drink beer. And that's what happened. We did it. It was pretty good.
Meksikai dzīve, citur tas ir ārprāt. Jāpārceļ uz Meksiku dzīvot. Lēts alkohols, laba maize, sūdīgs ūdens tomēr.
Why I did A to B. Nobody really knows why. I needed to figure out something, but you have to be in shape. I like to travel, so there's no problem. I found the equipment, so I'm traveling now. I'm doing 10 things in one. And so I did it, but why I did that, or there's no really why. You just have to do something. Why not? You can do it. It's there. You have equipment, and there's a road, and there's a geography. Why not? Just go. Latvians say you can't choose the roads you're coming from, but you can definitely choose the roads where to go to. So I'm back in Inuvik. Why? Just to do it again.
We are reliving Rollerski event again, which I competed in 1988. So we started right here at this spot, and we went all the way to Mexican border. Last time it took us 3 months to do it. So 3 months, now it will be 3 times faster. So we'll do some driving, yeah.
Okay.
We'll cheat.
You'll cheat.
Yeah. I think in 88 we came, we looked around, and we were more excited about going for a big, big trip that, you know, we didn't even know if we were gonna even be able to do it. And I think today it's about the same.
That's really cool. How do you do that?
How do I do that?
Yeah.
Just like that. Just get on and do it, man. That's all I had to do. Just get on.
This amazes me because I can't see him doing the dumpster on those. I really can't. I mean, people have a hard enough time on dirt bikes in loose gravel. But this is unreal. You always keep thinking about it. You might as well do it, because you're not going to be happy until you fulfill your dream, right? And that's what's wrong with people today, is they're always chasing a dream, but they're never fulfilling it.
Today's plan is to descend the same hill that we did in 88, and with today's equipment, I think, I'm too old, but I think we can really just go down without thinking about it.
After A to B, I went to West Yellowstone. I told people what I was doing, showing the slides, and we had the T-shirts, A to B. People would buy this like crazy, those T-shirts. West Yellowstone was like a mecca for cross-country skiing. There were like 200, 300, or 400 people there skiing, and they just wanted to hear the story, A to B. So I would just tell the story every, 3 days and sell T-shirts. So I had actually cash, and I took 4 kids to Europe.
It was a really great trip. That was the first time we had ever been on, any of us had ever been on a roller ski track.
We had no TVs, really. We couldn't see any international racing. The heroes that they had were just heroes that they saw around, like me or somebody else. But I was not a hero. The heroes were in Europe. So we went to see them. One kid made 2 or 3 Olympics, so I'm happy.
At the point in time when I started biathlon, the U.S. Biathlon Association was not supportive of junior athletes at all, and especially women. Raymond was so supportive. Somehow he got across the fact that You are the one that can control, and doesn't matter what, you know, the association would say, you can do it for yourself. And I distinctly remember telling the executive director that I'm going to be going to the Olympics one day, so he better prepare himself.
Samaranch was the president of International Federation. Everybody knew he will come and look at the biathlon. There was a sense that biathlon will be taken out of Olympics. And what if he says, yes, this is BS. Now this is out. So we were a little bit scared of this. And guess what he does? He says, are you kidding? You're gonna take this sport out of the Olympics? And by the way, where are the women? And they answered, well, there are no women. Well, make it. And also make it so that when I watch TV, I see everything I see here. And then you have a biathlon today. One of the most interesting events to watch on TV. We filmed in '88 3 children, and we would like to know if there must be 30-some years now.
Are you during the winter?
Three kids. Yeah. 3 kids.
That's David and Brenda right there. Does that work with everything? Yeah.
And then there's a third one.
Yeah.
They're smoking fish?
Who's this guy here?
Oh, that's me.
Oh, that's you.
That's me when I'm young.
A lot different, eh?
Where did you say Brenda lives?
I think she lives down in Saskatchewan somewhere.
Oh, move.
Smart, she's got her own kids. David, he drowned in Inuvik.
Drowned in Inuvik?
Yeah. He had an accident. The vehicle rolled into the river. And
oh, God.
Should be good.
I'm not important.
Oh, that's Joey Andre.
Were there smoking
Yeah,
fish?
Joey Andre.
Is it your father?
He works in the caddy mine.
How is the language nowadays for the younger generations?
They're really
Picking it up?
speaking it up now, the younger generation.
Yeah.
See
Thank
you
you.
guys.
Yeah, thank you for your time.
Yep, okay. Take care of you guys.
Yep.
Thank you. Bye.
I was convinced that the Soviet Union will collapse. And then we came to talking with Florian. His comment was, do you really believe in that? And then, when the Berlin Wall was falling apart, that night, it was like 2 o'clock in the morning, he called me. He woke me up. He said, Raymond, fucker, the Berlin Wall is down. The Berlin Wall is down. I thought he's joking, but no. Yeah, we switched on TV next morning, and yeah, people were making holes in the wall. And then came 1991, which means Latvia was independent. And we came to Latvia. It was perestroika time, big time. I mean, the borders were basically opened. And for me, the new life started. If you go on the roller ski trip, or if you go up to Dempster, there are a lot of things to see. Don't pass them.
Me, I'm singing. Me, I'm riding to the place where dreams are hiding. Kids are kidding, mothers forbidding songs. Under my wings, angels lighting, demons fighting, gold and silver, blinding, blinding. Stop and go, say yes or no, it's a day before tomorrow. Ha ha, the world is small.
And in '88, we saw those 2 guys hitchhiking here at this same place. And who knows, maybe that was, subconsciously things happen to you sometimes. When I look back at this story, and that's actually more me than roller skiing today. I like canoeing, and I canoe by myself, which is called solo. Then I canoe with my wife, and then I have a canoe club in Latvia. is this. I'm roller skiing, and all of a sudden there's a big herd of them. And I thought, let's go. But it turns out that just only for a while they were scared of me. And then a big guy came out, and he just made a stand, and I couldn't do it. I said, no, okay. You win, big guy. But in 26 years, a lot of things have changed. Many forests have burned down, and their forests have these diseases, the bugs. And for huge territories, the forests are gone. And then, of course, the human factor. People cut trees. That's the highway right there, yeah. That's the 88. The new one, the old one. That highway is really romantic. You're really in the woods, you're close to the nature. And then you look at this, and this is like, it's got no soul, basically.
Now you treat me kindly, stuck in the traffic schedule.
Bop, 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 bop.
Don't let him pass. Are you tired enough? Ain't gonna let you sleep. You come with me. We're gonna waste our time. Gonna take a walk all night. Hear the strange voices. See them people painting on the fences. They're writing that big out on. Then against the wall, they are scoping out that 16-year-old girl who's whispering inside. We're gonna take a walk all night, all night. We're gonna take a walk all night, all night. We're gonna take a walk.
This is the Olympic place, Olympic site for the 1988. Oh, there you go. This is where the roller skiing begins. Yeah, this one. Film this. Film this, man. Roller skiers have the right of way. All other users must yield. You never see that a lot. There are two of these signs. Listen. Two of these signs, yeah, the same signs, two signs. Why two signs? Why do you need two signs? Maybe you don't need two signs. Maybe I need one sign. It's kind of chilly. Let's go. Let's go do something. You want to see the biathlon range? Let's go check it out. How you doing? All right. I remember these mountains. I do remember there was it's all snow and beautiful sun. It's difficult to be here. And it's like, things have changed. Of course, for better. I mean, when I was here, it was like just finished, kind of built. Look how much there's. A lot of work has been done. It's very nice. Yeah, very nice. As Latvia became independent in '91, I totally lost a big part of the whole meaning to do the biathlon. Of course, I wanted to achieve high goals for me, but I always thought, just in case, if I get up there, I will show the world that there's a nation that can do it and show them that there's a country. So I will take out my jacket, my little Latvian flag, and I will wave it. I saw myself as some sort of a freedom fighter. I mean, sounds cocky, but I was. And my athletic life lost the meaning. This part of my goal was ruined.
Ļoti grūts periods bija, ļoti grūts periods. 91. gadā mums jābrauc bija 14. janvārī uz pasaules čempionātu un 13. janvārī pēc viņas notikumiem. No rīta mēs atteicāmies vienbalsīgi. Nē, mēs vairāk nestartēsim. Mēs bijām pirmie sportisti, kas momentāli atteicās startēt PSRS izlasē un vairs nekad nestartēja viņā.
If you go deeper in this question, there are young Latvian boys who've been oppressed all this time. Their dream was to present the country. If they somehow accept my participation on a Latvian team, that one of those boys will not race. In those days, I was stronger than them. It was as simple as that. And I saw that many times, every time I made a team. And some of them would never get back because that was their only chance. So I said, the hell, I mean, do I really need this? I mean, I had a family, I had a little boy, I had different plans in my life. Kad mēs viņus ņemam, tikai viņiem ir labs stāsts. Mēs viņus ņemam, bet tie jāņem. Hi! Tev būs tāds stāsts, ka tu...
Hi! You've been hiking for 5 months? Okay, that's a long time. Yes!
There you go. That's the top.
Missing.
Oh, no, it's here.
Oh, yeah.
You do what you do. You see us and pick us up and talk with us and bring you into your circle. Otherwise, other people don't get it, but you guys do.
Yeah, that's right. You understand a little how crazy we are and why we might do something like this.
You finish and it's like, now what?
Yeah.
Like, you've got your home and your loved ones at home, but it's like, there's got to be something else. There's going to be something else.
It's hard to be gone for 5 months. On the other hand, it's hard not to go out and do it.
Seeing the same buildings, maybe it's the same building, but maybe it's not really the same building. Everything's getting older. Some things don't exist. People dead, moved. You cannot remember things. It seems like you are maybe in some different time and place as 88. Montana. It's a really cool state. They're very nice people. Really, really nice. Lots of cowboys. They don't like me sometimes, but I like them. They're very honest, hard-working people. In those days, they thought I was a gay or homosexual because I was wearing those tights. And then as you can understand, I do have an accent, so they thought I was a Soviet spy. Maybe I was spying. So those two things don't go together very well. They don't help you, you know, a homosexual spy, that's bad. Yeah, and then you try to raise money. That's the third thing that's really bad. They are gathering the cattle. In 88, it was the same thing. But the key is to get these cowboys to talk. You know, have a conversation. Sure enough, a telephone. I love it. I did skiing, you know, from Arctic to Mexico. These weird skis. In 88, so now, and I remember the cowboys doing this 26 years ago. Now again, same thing. So that's why I hope you don't mind. No. So you're moving them?
We put them in this pasture, yeah.
Ah, just from pasture to pasture, not to slaughterhouse. No.
No.
No, just okay. Hello. I hope you don't mind.
Get around them.
Oh, they're doing the job. This is the stuff. Hey, look at that. Really, thank you.
Yeah.
Sounds strange, but thank you. You made my day.
Good.
Thank you.
Have fun.
Yeah.
beautiful country, I think it is. I don't know where's our RV. RV is maybe a couple hours behind us. So we have to stay warm. We have to ski till they pick us up. And that's what we're gonna do, me and you. Roller ski, A to B.
Now Baba Tide is walking. He's full of long letter words. He's talking about the people coming from Mars and the lights surrounding us. His life in the city of time has no meaning at all. But if you want someone to look for and find, it's him, I know for sure. Well, I know for sure.
So, my buddy Raymond, one of my favorite times in Minsk, Russia, we were rained out after the first 20K. He snuck his girlfriend into the dorm, and they had KGB and dogs and everything, and they came.
Army.
Army
was the first ring.
Yeah, there were 2 interpreters, college, brilliant academic. He talked to us, and then our official interpreter, Raymond, pulls us aside. He goes, KGB. He said nothing to us. Remember
Nothing?
the whole time? Nothing. All the way in the bus.
I got lost. Do you remember that? I wasn't even on the plane, and they were holding the plane for me. They were looking for a missing guy.
They thought you had, for some reason, run off into the middle of Russia.
Yeah.
Or Belarusia.
Belarusia.
Yeah. No, Raymond was always kept the KGB wondering what we were doing. And now, look what happened. I think because of you, the Soviet Union just disintegrated.
I think so. They couldn't take pressure.
They couldn't.
Yeah,
They couldn't.
yeah,
We saw it all around you. KGB and officers were just crying and melting.
Spin around the sun, as so many people spin around those worlds and have fun, fun, fun. Hey, they have fun, fun, fun. Hey, 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 have fun, fun, fun. Hey, have fun.
It's been a long time.
Yes. I wouldn't recognize you. Would not. No, because of the beard, I think.
Oh, you look familiar.
You do too.
Yeah, I'm Mark Hagan.
Aiden down. Nice to meet you.
And last night, blah, blah, blah. And it turned out that she has also skied as a part of relay, Alaska Highway.
I know it wasn't the longest. We just said we did it the fastest. So you must have, no.
I didn't apply for the Guinness Book of Records.
I don't think we ended up either. It's expensive, isn't it?
Oh, I don't know. I have no idea what to do. But this, I heard that it's not that easy. You have to.
There's nothing better than saying that you're going to go do something or that you did something and people laugh at you because they think it seems ridiculous. But you should be laughed at by your ideas because that means that it's something that no one else has thought about or that no one else would even consider doing. And I think there's that much more joy in the fact that you did it. So go get laughed at, I guess.
Well, of course, he gave this to me when he came through. And I just hung on to it because I thought it was so cool. And also to remember his accomplishments with the roller ski adventure. I still am amazed that he even conceived the idea and actually did it. I thought that was really cool.
Cow guards are bad, so you must stop. I mean, really stop and then slowly walk across.
Man, how to do it? Let me demonstrate you a bit. You can go like this, right across. Like this, maybe. You can go like this. Like this. Papa, see?
This is how you do the cattle guard. But I did this one. I was coming down and I pre-jumped. And I jumped across this with about, I would say, 50 miles an hour, maybe more. I went like this, then I pre-jumped and landed like that, right, as well. And that's why I'm here today. If I wouldn't pre-jump, I would eat that metal gate, probably. I think if I would have to do it now, I think I would just totally shit in pants. On this downhill, I achieved one of the highest velocities. And I remember I passed the car. That's how we know that it was over 60 miles an hour. Because the guy, I think he stopped and said something like crazy or stupid. So I actually asked him how fast was it, and then he said, and so we know it was over 60. Every turn has these 2 or 3 cables. They guard the turn that the cars don't go over, and the posts have these real, screws and nuts. I asked Martin, the driver, said, "Are you total idiot or what?" We agreed that if you have to step on brakes at 45 miles an hour, that is most likely something undoable for me. So his comment was, "Well, you skied 3,000 miles. I've seen you doing a lot of shit. I figure out you can do this one too." Well, yeah, that was his comment. 8, 9, 7, 5. Rock and roll. A to B would be over if you wipe out at 45, 50 miles an hour, or sometimes it was even over 60. You better have the other solution. Maybe I can make it. Just hang in there and pray for God or whatever. Just don't wipe out. Shit. I'm gonna visit this guy. I have to ask directions to Grand Canyon. Excuse me, sir. Hello. Well, this is what happens. In southern Utah, they have these fake policemen. And so the tourists like us from Europe, stupid tourists, they slow down. Otherwise, they don't slow down. Hey, too much noise, too much noise. Slow down, man, there's a policeman here. Jesus Christ.
Blue sky will make me confess. You came by, I'm a naked mess. And I've been taking this and taking that. Be right out there, be right back. Sunrise will make me surrender. I love you more, but I got easy.
Oh, we got some, thanks. But thank you, that's nice. That's nice of you. It's very nice.
Every number is our favorite song, and the rest is deeper in digress. When our motherfucker's gonna die alone. So when the summer comes out, rolling with the endless crowd.
And what year was this?
88, 1988.
1988.
Can you please spare me the details?
Go ahead and get you one.
Right in there.
Yeah, right in
Milwaukee?
there. Yeah, Milwaukee.
I like your drive-up window.
Yeah,
People use it a lot.
yeah. Just like this clown. 26 years is a long time.
Yeah.
It's the same lady, 45 years of hard work. She can definitely call a lady with a big heart. I got 2 six-packs.
I know that.
I got 2 six-packs.
Well, be my guest. I will buy you a beer.
We liked her in 88. We liked her dog. We liked her cat. And now we like also her in 2014. And we like the dog. The cat is gone. The cat is, I mean, the cat is alive. He's just wandering around somewhere. Thank you. We are still driving in this dark hour to North Rim Grand Canyon. It's about an hour and a half, and wake up early and cross the canyon. And that's going to be, today's a big day, part B. Today's a big day. Yeah.
Last time I skied 26 miles, I think, on the roller skis. Then I took them off, put them in the backpack, and started to run hike. It means you run where you can, and when you can run, then you walk fast. Today I will walk mostly in a slow pace. My goal is to keep moving. Then and now, no difference. I was the only guy in '88 skiing on the roads in tights. So today, I recognized that I'm the only guy in tights in Grand Canyon crossing the canyon in tights. A skier and student, and maybe lived on, petty cash, and was thinking about what kind of food I will eat next Friday. But I dreamt of ski area. I thought that I will have a ski area, and then in those days, I 100% knew the ski area can belong only to a millionaire. Well, I'm not a millionaire, but I have a ski area.
Corey, nice to see you. Hey. You look the same.
Yeah.
You great. I see. I'm great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, put it back. Historically, the A to B was to find some sort of meaning. The answers a lot of times are right next to you. I need something big, and something big you can't get in 1 month, or you can't get it in 2 years. I think you have to work hard and long to achieve something great. Endurance sports, like what I did in the biathlon, that teaches you perfectly. Take a chance. If somebody offers you a good opportunity, you better take it, or you will wait for another 100 years, or we'll never have it.
We are at the Mexican border. We are at the Mexican border, and we have completed our trip. Believe it or not, A to B, part 2 is over. We have reached Mexican border. Actually, it's not over. We're gonna cross the border with Latvian passports. That will be a first time in my life. And we're gonna have a lunch. We're gonna buy some tacos, machos, I don't know what it is. Something Mexican. Maybe have cerveza and call a day. That's it. It's over. A to B, part 2, over.
Record!
You wake up like a hungry tiger with a shopping bag in your hand. Surprise, surprise, revenge was the night, and all your money turned into sand. You run till you stop in the gateway with your loving heart beating alone. Nurses of mercy won't cover this issue. Jesus is calling, and you pick up the phone. Hey, slow down, those are passions running like birds over our heads. And the question is, will we allow them to make the luxuriousness turn on bed? Slow down, those are passions running like birds over our heads. And the question is, who drives us? One day we'll jump on the end of the world where no one has ever jumped before. swimming to reach the